In this video, I want to explain to you all the ports that are located on your Hisense Roku TV. So if we go on the back over here, we're gonna have a few ports on the side and some of them directly on the back. I want to take the time to explain to you why they are there and what you can use them for. So let's get started right away. So let's start with the ports that are all on the back, directly on the back. These are on the right side, we have AV in. This is inputs. If you have, let's say, a VCR or anything using RCA cables, maybe an old camcorder, an old video game console like a GameCube, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, stuff like that, this is where you're gonna go and connect this device to. I'll show you at the end how to select the different inputs over here once you have connected your device. Then on the left side, we have a headphone jack. This is pretty easy to understand what it is. It's a 3.5mm audio output, which means you can connect your headphones, but also if you have a soundbar using one of those 3.5mm connector, well, you can connect a cable going from here to your soundbar. It's not ideal, but you'll be able to do it. Now this Hisense Roku TV is a 43-inch 4K TV. If you have another Hisense Roku TV, it may be slightly different, but overall they're all about the same. All the ports have a description over here if you forget what they're for. Let's start with the one on the bottom. So this over here is an Ethernet connector. If you don't want to use the Wi-Fi, you can connect this TV directly to your router using a cable. Plug one side over here, plug the other side on the back of your router, and you'll have internet without having to rely on Wi-Fi. This is great if your router is located far away and the Wi-Fi is very weak. With the cable, you'll have a strong connection all the time. Then if we go up over here, we have an optical output. You can use this to connect your TV to a soundbar or home theater using an optical cable. You connect one end here and one end on the other device. Then if we go up, we have an antenna or cable connector. If you have an antenna, well, go ahead and you need to screw it in this port right over here. Same thing if you have a cable, not many people still use that, but hey, this is where you need to connect it to. On the top, we have 3 HDMI ports. Maybe your TV will have 2 or even 4 of them. They're all marked over here, HDMI 3, 2, and 1. Be careful because one of these HDMI will be ARC or EARC. It will be written right beside it, you see? In my case, HDMI 1 is the ARC. If you're going to connect a soundbar or a home theater directly with an HDMI cable, this is the port you want to use to connect that. ARC, it simply means that you'll be able to send signal with this TV to control this other device. So you can change the volume using your Hisense remote control or even turn it on and off at the same time as the TV. So this is where you connect it, and you have other HDMI ports that you can use for other stuff like an Xbox, a cable box, or a Fire Stick, stuff of this kind. Then we have a USB port. This USB port can be used for 2 different things. First of all, it can be used to charge devices. So especially if you have, let's say, a Fire Stick that requires power to run, you can connect the Fire Stick in the HDMI port and run the power cable to this USB port. This way you won't have to connect it to a wall socket. This USB port can also be used to stream content like music and movies, and also pictures. So if you have a USB drive, you can connect it here. Obviously, this TV is not compatible with every format. I'll put a screenshot on the screen right now showing you what is accepted by this TV and what is not. I mean, what is not marked there is not accepted. And finally, on the top, it's very small here, but we have a reset button. In case your TV have issues, maybe the screen is frozen, stuff like that, you'll need to keep press this button during about 15 seconds to reset your TV to factory default. So this is something to keep in mind. If you have troubles, this button always exists. Overall, this is it. There's also a power cable that you can connect over there. You probably already know it's only used to power, really. You can disconnect it if you want to move the TV around so you don't break anything while moving the device. Now let me show you how to change between the different inputs of the TV. So you can change the inputs using the remote control, or you can use it without a remote control. Let me show you with the remote first. So here you're going to press the home button, and once you're over here, all the inputs will be on the right side. So go over here, go down, and you're going to have HDMI 1, HDMI 2, 3, and AV for the connector that I showed you on the back. You just have to click on it and it will go directly. If you want to change without a remote control, there's a button located under your Hisense TV. Okay, so if you press the button, mine is here, you're going to have all the inputs on the left side, and by pressing once on the button like this, you can highlight all of them. And once you want to go on a specific one, release your finger from that button and it will go there. So thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If so, please write a comment down below, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video.